Yeah. We don't have time for subtlety. You know what else I mentioned last night was the bit that we did, and I don't remember if we did it on air or not, but that the Bush family are shape-shifting reptilians, except Jeb is the only one that doesn't have shape-shifting capacity.
I'm not trying to talk to you right now. I'm trying to talk to Mom. You can't,
go ahead.
insult your way to being... You can't insult your way to being...
You can't insult you.
Are you going to let me finish?
You going to let me finish?
Are you going to
let me finish?
repeat again?
You have to repeat
funny.
again? Really funny.
All right. Now that we've had enough of that.
All right.
I can't tell. This is serious.
we had a theory about this.
I gotta say, like, you just track Michael through this campaign, where it's like constant Ben Carson, and then all of a sudden, just like he's been infected with Trump.
I think they're both great.
And you can't
both of my impressions.
You can't have a normal conversation with Michael in this office anymore.
No. That's true.
I mean, it's not. I don't want to imply you could ever have a normal conversation with him, but now it's just
Sam Seed is a loser. He's resentful because he can't do impressions. He does the George W. Bush impression, which is completely out of date and frankly overrated to begin with. And now he's lashing out at me because he's sad because of his lack of talent. It's very sad. It's too bad.
This is basically what it's happening around the office right now, and it's a little bit difficult, and it's going to get worse. I have a feeling because I don't think Trump is going to go away.
But there are a lot of ways to serve, and being president is not the only one. And I would hope that someone else would run, although there's no question in my mind that Jeb is the best qualified person to run for president, but I hope he won't.
So there you have it. Jeb, $100 million later, 8 months, 9 months later, has been able to convince his mom that he seems to be the best qualified to be president.
I think Jeb would do perfectly fine if he was given an opportunity to be president, and I'm his mother. I'm Jeb Bush, and my mother loves me.
I want to make it 100% unequivocally clear. I am not totally against Jeb trying to run for president anymore.
I think that he would do a perfectly adequate job.
There are certainly people who would be worse than Jeb. I'm sure of it.
Being popular and well-liked and articulate and charismatic and inspiring and engaging and interesting aren't everything. Thanks, Mom.
Let's go to the IMs.
Barbara Bush is a great woman. She's fantastic.
She's fantastic. She knows him better than anybody.
Yeah, no, she's great. She's great. She was younger.
I feel bad for Jeb that his mom doesn't...
If my mother didn't support me for president, believe me, maybe I'd be as low energy as him. It was almost like the script was another elected official endorsing him. Like, it wasn't very personal. It should have been like, I remember many years ago when I called Jeb's coach when he wasn't getting enough playing time, and I demanded that he have an opportunity up at bat.
That's probably what the first version of the ad was. And Jeb was like...
a very solid liner to third, which people...
It was probably the original ad, and Jeb was just like, that makes me look a little bit like weak.
Dad, is Mom there? I'd like to speak to her. I wanted to float some ideas by her.
Hey, what's up? Oh. So you got to get Mom to step up and say, hey, guess what? Mom didn't want you to run in the first place.
I'm not trying to talk to you right now. I'm trying to talk to Mom. You can't,
go ahead.
insult your way to being... You can't insult your way to being...
You can't insult you. Can't insult you. Can't insult... Can't insult you.
Are you going to let me finish?
Are you going to let me finish?
Are you going to let me finish?
Repeat again. You have to repeat again. Really funny.
All right. Now that we've had enough of that.
All right.
I can't
tell.
This is serious.
We had a theory about this.
We had a theory about that. Don't look like you talk. Sorry. Let's try. Jeb. Change your voice. See if you can get a word in edgewise. Sorry. Why don't you go see if Mommy will cut an ad for you? I'm Barbara Bush. I think Jeb should be able to talk. I'm Barbara Bush. Jeb seems like he's someone who should be able to talk. Oh my God.
Do we want to do our theory though?
No.
Of what's really happening in that family?
We'll save that.
Okay. Because it's a pretty amazing theory.
All right.
My subconscious
is
driving me to continue to humiliate myself.
He's beat red when he's saying this.
Whenever the going gets tough, they'll cut and run because, God forbid, they would actually propose something that currently is not popular. Guess what? Popular sentiment changes. You can never, as a politician, chase what people think. You have to believe what you believe and have a backbone to stick with what you believe and convince others that what you believe is the right way to go.
Is that right? Whiff waffle on immigration, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you believe we got to do that religious test for refugees? I don't remember you talking about that before. I'm just kidding you, Jeb. Come on, don't be such a baby. Come on, buddy.
Oh, right. It's for
Buck up.
the yellow ones, not the brown ones.
Yeah, come on.
Got it.
Yeah, that's right.
A-okay.
Yeah, when you were talking about anchor babies, it was all the Chinese, right? Oh, come on. Don't be so all pouty. Come on. Say it. I want you to say it. Are you proud to be a Bush? You say, oh, who's the most popular? Go ahead, say it.
I'm a Bush, and I'm proud of it. And guess who's the most popular Republican alive today? George W. Bush.
All right. I'll give you a cookie, Tubby Fatbags. How's that paleo going? Here's good news. Get off that freaking diet. Come on, have beer.
Give yourself cheesecake. It's not going to make any difference anyway. You're low energy.
Have a
Yeah.
Gonna have a near beer party. Drink the good stuff when Laura turns around.
Really have a near beer party? Really?
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you have a sip of mine. Just kidding. No, not today.
We got to get to this
time.
theory pretty soon or he's going to be gone.
We got
All
time.
right. Okay. He's going to be gone very soon.
We got time.
This is not beanbag.
Good thing, too, because you always used to lose a beanbag.
No, I did good at being. Why
in
don't
other
you ever
words-
just bother Neil?
In other words, I don't know if you remember what I used to call you, but Stinks at Beanbag was your nickname. Hey, old Stinks at Beanbaggy.
I do not. Mom said I was good at beanbag, and she said I was good
Hush.
at government.
Hush. I love it when I can do that.
You can't hush your way to favorite sibling.
Oh, I guess I'll just, how about 2 terms of president? How's that? Oh, look at me. I'm so exotic. I'm going to marry a Mexican girl. I'll be president of the United States. Oh, it didn't work out, did it, bud?
I got a lot of really cool things that I could do.
Yeah, start with getting fat again. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Jenna and Barbara, they're embarrassed by their dad? Don't think so. Hell. George P. Poor George P. That's all I can say. Let that boy down. Maybe I have to adopt him. I don't think you could get him. Hey, you just ruined George P.'s life.
I did not. Mom said it's still
What
going to
the
work out
F? You
good.
think he wanted to be Texas Land Commissioner? That was his big aspirations. I'm going to be Texas Land Commissioner for the rest of my life. You even stole my best line. Mission accomplished. Dick. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Jeb Bush came in at 2.8% with 5,200 votes. I think more people went to my high school than voted for Jeb Bush in Iowa.
This is not beanbag.
It's not beanbag. You probably stink at beanbag too, though. I don't even know that if 2.8 actually gets you anywhere in beanbag.
Winning elections is not how you win the country. I mean, winning the having people vote for you, that's not going to defeat ISIS,
I'm well positioned now for my expectations game.
Yeah.
I've been able to set such low expectations for New Hampshire. If I show up there, I win.
If I order a cup of coffee without being humiliated by the person serving it to me, that would count as a major victory for me. So, I mean, I came in and led all the polls, had all the money. I said, no, what we want 2.8 in Iowa, and then, a couple of minimally embarrassing things a week in New Hampshire. I mean, that was always the plan. And then Mom would endorse me because she loves me more than George. I don't care what anybody says.
Rand Paul almost doubled Jeb Bush's percentage there.
Veterans Affairs get cut off, like Social Security, maybe Medicare, and others. They stop. But the benefits inside the Department of Veterans Affairs continue, which is, it's like it's like a nightmare after a nightmare. And it took them 9 months to fix it. This is a real story here in New Hampshire. I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military to men and women uniform is to fix that mess as fast as I can. That's it. Thank you. They're kicking me out the door. They're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. I believe your schedule has a hard stop. There are more than 1 million
All right,
Rotarians.
Pause it. Now, you hear the audience going like, "Oh," like they're just like they feel so sad for Jeb, and it's sort of like they're not angry. They're just like this is uncomfortable to watch. And then the head of the Rotary Club says, "I know you've got other things to do." This is like, I can tell you as a radio host, like when I have decided like, okay, it's like, I know you're short on time. I got to let you go. Now, sometimes there's times where guests actually say, I'm short on time and I got to let them go because they've got another interview at 12:30 or whatever it is. But this is also a way of saying like, I'm kicking you off the stage, but I want to pretend like you have other things to do. But what happens after this? After the guy says like, I know you've got other places to go, and starts giving, I don't know, notices about what's going on at the Rotary Club. What Jeb Bush is doing is he's walking over to his table, sitting down and drinking tea.
This globe, and we all share 4 tests that guide our daily interaction with each other.
Jeb Bush just hangs out and waits till the announcements are over. Man. And now he's going scorched earth. Hey, Jeb, here's an idea. Instead of going scorched earth, how about just not getting kicked off the stage at a Rotary Club? Got a new nickname for you. Gotta go. You got the hook.
Mama doesn't even need to tell you that you're going to give me a massage later.
No.
I don't even need to warn you, Jeb. Time's up.
Hey, Jeb.
Massage Mama.
Jeb, it sounds like you had an appointment. Go give Mommy a rub down.
When he said you were short on time, he meant your campaign.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
short on time. See how I did that?
You got to get out of here in time enough to save yourself from some embarrassment.
Hello, Rotary Club. This is Barbara Bush. My son needs to stop talking and embarrassing himself. Come give me a massage.
You're on a short
The
leash.
sesame oil is ready.
Mission unaccomplished. Oh, my God.
You just have to keep reminding yourself what he said about Flint, what he said about Tamir Rice, how his policy proposals are essentially embedding and expanding Citizens United and increasing poverty, and then it's okay. But if you don't remind yourself of those things, it really is just getting, like, on a basic human level, too uncomfortable to
It's
watch.
getting so uncomfortable. It's getting so uncomfortable. And this is the guy.
And you can't even really describe his facial expression. I mean, his face, he really looks like winded. I mean,
oh yeah.
You said before the show, it's
you're kicking me off. You're kicking. They're kicking me off.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Like, I want to make it absolutely clear what's going on here. I'm getting totally humiliated. So if there was any question as to whether or not my campaign aides were telling me to leave, I want to make it really clear. No, I'm just being humiliated.
I mean, the amount of, like, I won't tell anybody if we go another 5. How about we do that? I mean, there's so many ways that he could have given himself 5 more minutes at a Rotary Club luncheon.
Bob, I know I promised you I'd be off, but this stuff is really important to you.
Yeah, we're talking about our veterans. We're talking about our veterans.
So many opportunities to help himself in that situation. And of the myriad of possible responses, he chooses the one that will humiliate him the most.
It's weird.
I mean, honestly, the only other thing that he could have done at that point would have been like, come on, why don't you just smack me in the ass?
Tell Jeb there's a hard stop. He'll know what that means.
Oh, no.
You need to give Mama a massage, you loser. Let I have one son who's an actual man.
It would have been great if the guy from the Rotary Club did get up there and go, we have some announcements to make, but I just want to make the point clear. Jeb, if you want to stick around and give everybody a foot massage, you can do that. All right, let's try this again. You're calling on Skype. Gladwin, welcome to the program. Thanks, buddy. Nice try. Right? Good job.
This is not beanbag.
Oh my God. We spent a lot of time before the program today just imagining, just picturing poor Jeb Bush sitting like on his couch, sort of wrapped in an Afghan blanket, squeezing his beanbag.
Jeb, you ever gonna be president? Try to give mommy a massage.
You finally have your beanbag.
You finally have your beanbag. You said when you lost it, you're going to spend the night with the love of your life. But first, you got to give Mama a rub down. You failure to the Bush name. You piece of garbage.
Thanksgiving's going to be so fun. Hey, Mr. Never Going to Be President, could you pass the peas, please?
Dude, actually, I could think it'd be like a long setup, George, maybe you could just go easy on me, just this one break.
Oh, sure I will, Mister. Oh, good news is you'll never have to be president, though. So you're going to save that stress.
Yeah. For the long build-up. Can we finally float our theory that we never did anything with? We should at least let people know what the theory was.
Lizard people?
Yes.
We'll get to let's get to that.
Oh, my God.
We don't have to, I got a full docket of... What's Mitt Romney waiting for? Supposedly he was going to endorse the other day.
I just can't quite bring myself to do it.
Well, maybe I'll get back in.
Cubans are the best, but
maybe I'll get back in. It's not too late for me.
Jeb,
come on,
tap. Everybody, gather round.
Let's get everybody.
Bring the band back together.
We're gonna do it. I mean, that's
Donald Trump's practically a Jew.
They could name me at the convention. It's possible. Might be a little late, but I was hoping to hear what Jeb asking W to campaign for him might have sounded like.
Do you think that look, it's going really bad, man. Is there a way you could help me out?
Tie my shoes. You heard me. Tie my shoes.
But
I
told you
shoes.
I'm not.
In other words, why don't you get down on your knees and tie my shoes?
Jeb, tie your brother's shoes. And get your mama a massage. And then we'll all go to watch your train wreck in South Carolina. Mama told you not to run because you're a loser. And you know who first said you had low energy? Mama said you had low energy because you give a terrible massage. And you're the worst son. Now order up your
double knot. Double knot.
Trouble got your brother's
I don't want
shoe.
these things to come undone while I'm walking down around the
Trouble
place.
got your brother's shoe. You're a shame to the family. Now get the mustard seed oil ready. Mama needs a massage. You're not even a good masseuse.
Talking all, what happened, Mr. I know more than you because look at me. I married a Mexican girl.
So much shame to this family.
This is beanbag.
Mama wants to adopt Marco Rubio. He's better than you.
How about you? I blossom me sucking my dick. How's that? Oh, jeez.
To have some senators break out of that and show that there could be political rewards by doing what's right would be really helpful for our democracy. So Marco is a talented guy. He understands this issue really well, and maybe behind the scenes he's working hard. At some point, his leadership would be really helpful.
Jesus, he can't even land that punch.
Right.
Oh my God, it's sad.
Somewhere.
Low energy.
Nation of Islam Obama is going world star, baby.
World not star.
Please clap.
Oh my God.
Please clap.
Jeff, you are pussy. Mama want massage.
This is beanbag.
Rubio cock you. Trump cock you. Mama cock you.
Maybe I'm.
Jeff does not have male voice of authority. This is his mother. He is pussy.
How did Jeb Bush's mom sort of filter through Nelson Mandela?
Nelson Mandela. No, that's all throw mama from a train.
I know, but you've picked up some.
I haven't done that voice for a while.
Jeb has got every 6 months. He's got to go out and say something, and we'll get USA to do.
Hey guys, can I come back on do an interview again? I think Trump is distasteful. Boom.
Well, and remember,
Who's the head of the Republican Party right now, in your view?
Well, it has to be the president.
Took you a second.
Well, I mean, he's not. He doesn't represent. I don't think he's a.
Oh.
now, so Jeb Bush is going around. He went. He gave a speech at Harvard.
Come on, man.
And as you know, Jeb Bush's son came out and said, we need to have party unity. Let's vote for Trump. The big issue for Jeb Bush was like, have I actually left the ground more fallow than my brother did in terms of my son's potential run in the future? Have I basically taken arsenic and salt and whatever it is and dumped it into the fields and basically made it impossible for my son, George P., to run again? Well, I don't know. But when my dad came out for Hillary Clinton, that didn't help things one iota. And I am rip-roaring mad about it. And I'm going to express it, apparently, to someone who is 10 feet tall.
Governor, what did you make of the reports that your dad said he would support Hillary Clinton in November?
I thought it was a little inappropriate for a person to overhear a frail 92-year-old man in a private setting at a reception for the Points of Light Foundation, which focuses on volunteerism, to hear this and then immediately go on Facebook and put it on there and then go on national television and not even show up at the board meeting. I thought that was inappropriate.
Yeah, and he's upset because it focuses on volunteerism. And how dare someone report that my dad is voting for Hillary Clinton. I wonder if they came up and they were going to ask him the question, and Jeb said, wait a second. I think if you actually interview me with the camera straight at my eyes, it's going to make me look like I'm not a 98-pound weakling. So would you mind, just for making me feel more comfortable, stepping up on that stepladder and shooting down on me so it looks like I'm really diminutive and not powerful? Because I just don't feel comfortable having that type of authority when I say this.
He's the reverse LBJ, basically.
Exactly.
Jeb is glutton for punishment. He is weak. He cannot even defend Papa after he lose everything at Harvard. Come give Mama a massage, Jebby. Full body rub, pathetic loser.
Hey, Jeb.
Nice camera angle, Jeb.
Jeb, saw you on that interview trying to stick up for Dad. What's the matter? You forget your kimono? Could have looked a little tougher if you maybe put on something frilly.
Well, I gave I don't know how it came up, but I explained we never did this bit, but I teased it on Monday when we were going to do the series where they really were all like shape-shifting members of the Illuminati, except Jeb was the only one who couldn't shape-shift. And would be like hanging out at Kennebunk, and Bush and John W. would be like, "Hey guys, how about we turn into hawks tonight and fly?" Oh, sorry Jeb.
Looks like you'll just have to hang around here. Would you mind doing the dishes, cleaning up for us? We've got to soar through the midnight sky. It's like the.
It's like trying to why can't we just play Monopoly tonight? Maybe that could be fun.
It's like the Munsters, right? Where they had like that one cousin who was not a monster, and they've really ostracized. Like, don't worry, we're sorry. You have no.
Jeb, give Mama a massage.
We're gonna take the shape of wolves and go out and howl at the moon. Jeb, you can clean up living room and hey, would you mind calling the cable guy? See what's going on with this? It's on the fritz. We've got to howl at the moon. As actual wolves. Tear apart a baby and drink its blood. Don't forget also to see if you can get the groundskeepers guys come and do something about the eaves troughs. They're all filled up with leaves. So I suppose we could all turn into owls and pull it out with our claws, but we got more important things to do.
You know what you're missing, man.
Folks, it's not just Glenn Beck who lost when Donald Trump became the nominee. All of these great Jeb Bush bits we were going to do.
God, imagine how just brutally boring that debate and campaign would have been if he was the nominee, though. Oh my God, that would have been depressing.
So this is sort of funny. I don't know. It's a funny video. Barack Obama flew to Israel to attend Shimon Peres's funeral. He took Bill Clinton, of course. I'm sure this is a scandal in some fashion, right? What were they talking about?
It's gotta be.
Good. We could give us a chance to talk about another email server.
Is there any way that I could pray 3 times a day instead of 5 in the caliphate?
But here is here's a funny moment where we've all been there, folks. You're getting ready to go, and you've got to wait on the dude to come up the stairs of your of Air Force One. Yeah, here is the clip of Obama waiting on Bill Clinton. That's pretty funny.
Come on, Bill, I can't stand being around these Jews any longer. Let's get out of here.
You know what happened? They're on the plane, and everybody's fretting, and Obama goes, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Mr. President, we can't get President Clinton onto the plane." And everybody's too afraid to say something to him. he's like, oh, fuck it. I'll go tell him.
I'll say
Bill,
something.
Come on.
Come on, you old cracker. Come on, you old pasty devil. Look at them. They're down there noshing with the Jews. Makes me sick. Things I do for the bigger game plan. Come on. Come on, Whitey. I'm just kidding. I love him. He's one of the good ones.
Calling from a...
Allahu Akbar.
What people joke about often points to
Their
source of-
anxiety?
yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's just what they find amusing.
Cuck Todd. This week on Meet the Press, check out the results of a robot polling my wife. Well, I got news for you, Kelly. Mercury's in retrograde, and that apparently you can't read
That's
well.
not news to me. Trust me.
I don't even know what that means.
It means that everything's going to go wrong.
It means that it's going backwards relative to the way we see
No,
it.
stop it.
Jesus Christ.
It means that
He's
all...
even a freaking nerd about things he doesn't take seriously.
No, retrograde is an actual
Someone
thing that
needs to
exists.
dunk his head in the
Retrograde-
toilet very urgently.
Retrograde is an astronomical thing. Astrology is bullshit, regardless of whether
Exactly.
the ancient astrologers knew astronomy.
You call him from... We are going to attempt to be much more reserved. Like I said, in the spirit,
I don't
in the
promise that.
spirit of Barbara Bush, to pay homage to her memory, she would not want us to waste our beautiful minds thinking about her passing.
Oh, I get it. It's coded.
It's not coded.
Totally coded.
It is aphorisms. Is it?
I don't know if I'd call it an aphorism.
Well, I mean, she was talking generally about not paying attention to those who died in Iraq. The hundreds of thousands under her son's tutelage.
I'll tell
Not
you whatever
tutelage,
it
I
is.
would
I'm going
say,
to use
but,
it as a green light to make jokes about her.
But she said, "Why would I waste my beautiful mind on thinking about it?" And I think those are good watchwords in certain circumstances.
I don't know if that rises to the level of aphorism.
Yeah, it's not an
Epigram.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was trying to give her more credit than you guys. I guess
Why?
you were parsimonious in your providing of her. I just assumed it was an aphorism that whenever she had to think of people who died in wars that were started by either her son or husband, that she would not think about it because of her beautiful mind.
Jeb, come give Mom a rub. She needs to think of aphorisms.
Sarah Winchester and the Winchester gun family made a whole entire mansion with like a bunch of secret passageways to try to escape ghosts. That's how she dealt with the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
That's
how she...
heavy.
Lit.
It's a great Google. And
But
Barbara Bush is just like, I'm just not
that's
going to
actually
think about
kind
it.
of the opposite, though.
Yeah, exactly.
She was
It's
saying-
polar opposites.
Yes. She is so haunted by it that she has to, and Barbara Bush was not. So you really have to admire her ability to completely ignore the human tragedy that was around her.
Yes, she'd ignore the ghosts.
And to be fair, also, she... I do remember when she toured the Houston Astrodome and realized that all these underprivileged people who got the opportunity to sleep in the Astrodome were much better off than they were when they were in New Orleans.
It's
when they
worked
were
out
living in
very
home.
well for them.
Yeah.
It's exciting to be in a
sports.
city.
Yeah. So, bless her heart. Bless her heart. She lived a long, very fruitful life. So,
Yes, Jeb. Everyone is calling you a fruit. Oh, now give Mom a foot massage.
I had a couple of lines as George Bush that I think I'm going to just hold off on.
No, dude. You got to do it with the front half. Those
Maybe
were
my-
genuinely funny.
No, no. We'll see.
All right, yeah. We don't have time for subtlety. You know what else I mentioned last night was the bit that we did, and I don't remember when we did it on air or not, but that the Bush family are shape-shifting reptilians, except Jeb is the only one that doesn't have shape-shifting capacity. I
think we did do that
And
on air.
George is just like, let's go turn into hawks and drink
Come on, we're gonna go.
lizard blood.
We're gonna go drink. We're gonna go turn into lizards. Oh, sorry, Jeb.
Oh, sorry,
Guess you're gonna
Jeb,
have to
can't
hang
come out
here
with
at the
that.
house. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Like, why do you keep proposing activities I can't engage in? You know that I can't shapeshift and go torture animals.
Can't wait to go bite the head off a rat. Sorry, Jeb, it looks like you're just going to have to hang here.
They're all in final lizard form, like on some like rock slab, and Jeb's just out there in his swimming trunks.
just like wading into the water with a sad look on his face.
Hey, guys.
What's the matter, Jeb? Water's too cold for you? Fortunately for us, I'm not a warm-blooded creature, so I'm just going to hop into the pond. Sorry, Jeb. Yeah, sorry.
I'm all for othering the ruling class. Just put that on the record.
Jeb, you don't have the ability to transform into a lizard.
That's funny.
I think I got my eyes. I think my eyes are gone.
Nope. Hey, Jeb, just out of curiosity, how many eyelids do you have on one eye? Just one? Oh, that's too bad. No biggie.
Let's
All right, I got to stop right now before I move into the...
just needed to work in a 2 terms, 1 term, no term joke in there, too, and you would be done.
That's right. Sorry, Dad. Could you pass the peas to the 2-termer?
No terms, can't even
And
shapeshift.
Jeb, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble. Remember how I was always, you were saying I had that alcohol fetal problem and I couldn't add? How many, again, times were you present? I forget. I don't have the ability to add.
How fun would it be if you could just hang out with George W. Bush for an afternoon and just bully Jeb together? Like 2 Jeb would have to be there and just torture.
He's like, I'll answer anything.
Yeah.
He's like, just talk shit about Jeb.
Let's get
Mr. President, I just want to hang out with you and demean your brother, please.
Let's get George P. to come here and watch him. Watch us.
Almost.
Give his dad a wedgie.
Almost too easy to be fun.
Yeah.
Almost.
You're going to watch us.
Oh my God, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Negative space. I'd like to get right-wing Mandela's take on Turning Points USA using his likeness in their latest pathetic attempt at a
Well, it was a great honor. Of course, I supported the diaper efforts as well. And if it can trigger just even one SJW beta cock lib who hates freedom of speech, wants to turn us all into a gulag, then it's worth it. It's time for the Jordan Peterson box. The Trump thing is done. So look forward to more crying. Democrats condescend to us, and that's man-made. And the only time that we have ever been oppressed is when lazy goddamn teachers are off striking so our children are molested. And that's the point.
in honor of Barbara Bush. She was obviously a very smart lady. She was the matriarch of a family. And if there's anything to take from this clip, it is that if your name is Jeb, you should always listen to your mama.
You think there's room for another Bush in the White House?
I think this is a great American country, great country. And if we can't find more than 2 or 3 families to run for high office, that's silly, because there are great governors and great eligible people to run. And I think that the Kennedys, Clintons, Bushes, they're just more families than that. And I'm not arrogant enough to think that we alone are raising, but we're raising public servants, whether they're feeding the poor, like Lauren is, who's fed 68 million children around the world, or Barbara, who's bringing global health to the world, or Pierce, who's working for...
Incidentally, my understanding is that those 2 daughters of George Bush are Democrats now, but I'm not sure. But good.
Big sisters. But there are a lot of ways to serve, and being president is not the only one. And I would hope that someone else would run, although There's no question in my mind that Jeb is the best qualified person to run for president.
Oh man, that's brutal.
See that, Mom? See that, Jeb?
Yeah, that's definitely the origin.
what that's
I
called?
was trying to remind myself of when did the throw mom off a train
Right.
Jeb molestation joke start? Yep, it would be that clip.
That is the most dignified looking picture they could find of him, too. And he still looks like a confused rooster.
Jeb, did you hear your mom? That's what's called pity.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement.
That was a pity endorsement. Oh, incidentally, I think my son will be a good president. Not going to happen, Jeb.
Qualified.
What are you going to do? Get spanked by Donald Trump?
That would have been a good race.
I'm glad you...
George W. could have gone dick to dick with Donald Trump. That would have been good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, he would have been able to do it.
Yeah, a little bit. It would have been a little bit different. That is definitely true.
He wouldn't have just sat back and taken it.
So here's a weird thing.
The way Jeb takes it every time because he is not mad. Remember also how we discovered how George established he finally got respect from Barbara?
What was it?
In his high school years, he's like, Mom, got my own girlfriend now. Not gonna be giving you rubs anymore. And she was like, he is mad.
Yeah.
Jeb never individuate. Oh.